Today's vlog is about life in Phuket, when Nui still lived in Phuket and I was traveling there every 2 months to see Nui in Phuket. So let's head back home and let's talk about that. Alright guys, I've finished at the gym. I'm about to go to work. Nui's gone to work as well, so she couldn't stay for this. Nui's been a bit quiet on the vlogs lately, and obviously it's been mainly me. And part of the reason for that is a few things. I'm a little bit more confident on the camera than what Nui is, but in time she'll learn and she'll get more confident with it. And I think she's a little bit more excited to do the vlogs once we can actually get back to Thailand and show the places that she knows and loves. Both of us have been working hard lately and really trying to set ourselves up to make 2022 an awesome year. Kicking it off with going back to Thailand in March 2022, and also if possible we're going to head back to Thailand again for the second time in a year at the end of next year, and bring it back to similar to what we did in 2018. If you haven't seen that vlog, look at the vlog. Nui's mum came here in 2018. We went to Thailand twice. Great vlog to watch. But continuing on to the theme of this vlog today is life in Phuket. Back in 2015, I met Nui, and every 2 months for 15 months straight, I flew to Thailand. It started off in May 2015. I met Nui at Hooters in Phuket. She was working there as a waitress. I went there for dinner. Things just started to kick off naturally. We started to talk, hang out, date, dinner, restaurants, partying, beaches, tourist things. For 7 weeks straight, every day we hung out together. Once I returned to Australia, it was video calls each day. Now, in terms of life in Phuket, I had an awesome time traveling there every 2 months. I know it sounds crazy, but I miss traveling there and getting on the plane. Yes, it was tiring. Yes, it was stressful at times, trying to balance work and balance the relationship and try to keep everything together, and not to mention working on the visa process for Nui to move here. But it was such excitement, and so we had so much energy, and the countdown to like 6 weeks to go and 2 weeks to go, and then heading to the airport and checking in at the airport, giving them my baggage, going through customs, and video calling Nui and saying, I'm going to be on the plane very soon. I'll be there in 8, 9, 10 hours, depending on what flight I took. I used to change it up based on the pricing, the flexibility, what was going on at that time, and the day and the time of the day that I had to travel. Sometimes I'd fly direct into Phuket from Sydney. Sometimes I'd go via Bangkok, via Singapore, via Kuala Lumpur. When we were in Patong, in Phuket specifically, we used to just spend time going to bars, going to shops, and eating out. Not being obviously a local, because I wasn't living there, I wasn't an expat, but I was there so frequently for 15 months straight that I felt like I was living there. And even when I was back in Australia, my mind was still in Thailand. I started to drive there. I had an international driver's license. During the time of our relationship, Nui got a new car. I was driving her car around Patong through Phuket. I remember one time Nui said, oh, can you go and fill my car up at the petrol station? So I jumped in a car and I drove to the petrol station, and I went to get out to fill the fuel, because in Australia, we fill our own fuel when we go to the petrol station. And then there's a guy there and he's like, oh no, don't worry, I do for you. And it brought me back to my younger days. When I was a kid, I remember pulling up to the petrol station, sitting in the back seat with my father or my mother, and there's a service attendant standing there working at the petrol pumps and filling a fuel for you. And it was just amazing that Thailand is still doing that. That's one thing that I love about Thailand is the service and the tip culture that they have in Thailand. I love sitting at a bar or sitting in a nightclub and getting the drinks brought to me. One thing that was really crazy for me after all the time spending in Phuket when Nui moved to Australia and going to a bar again was I absolutely hated standing in a line waiting for a drink. I'd got so used to sitting down at a restaurant, at a bar, at a club and getting the waitress come and ask me what I wanted to drink and then bringing it to my table. So really love the tip culture there. You can be there on Bangla Road in Phuket, Thailand, New Year's Eve, the place is pumping, absolutely packed, and you're still going to get someone coming up and bringing your drink to you. Made some great relationships with people in Phuket during the time that I was there. The Hooters girls in the Hooters restaurant, they have some business relationships with other businesses. So White Room nightclub had some relationships and working relationships with Hooters while there as well, and I became acquainted with the people that were owning White Room nightclub and friends with them as well, and would be there sitting in VIP in the club and getting bottle service, obviously paid for, but it was just a completely different experience than if you were to do that here in Australia, where it would potentially cost you thousands of dollars. And just all the street food stands and going down some streets and it looks so underdeveloped or still in development, or unfinished projects and unfinished buildings that still need to be worked on. And then you turn the corner and you're seeing these modern day, absolutely beautiful hotels, beautiful houses, infrastructure. So it's crazy just kind of how up and down the infrastructure there is in Thailand. If I could summarize it up, obviously the tip culture is a massive part there. The traffic on the road and driving there is quite different to Australia, where you have to kind of look out for the motorbikes, because the motorbikes are coming flying past, and you don't really have the right of way. You have to be very aware of the motorbikes coming around you, where in a Western country the motorbikes have to be more concerned about the cars. It's so relaxed in Thailand. I find the Thai people, they don't worry about the things that we worry about here in Australia. They call it the land of smiles. They practice Krang Jai, which means kind of calm down, keep calm. And it's such just a wonderful feeling being there, extremely relaxed. Highly encourage you to go there if you haven't been to Thailand before. If you have, let me know. When are you going back? Where are you going? Leave the comments. Put in the comments what you love about Thailand, about if you've had the same experience as me and you've had the long distance relationship. Looking forward to see the comment. Until next time, I'll catch you on